Welcome to Talk Birdie to Me with former world number 16 Nick O'Hearn and Tour Pro Mark Allen, live from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters. And thanks to our great partners, Host Plus, the official retirement partner of Talk Birdie to Me. Driving a BMW is like hitting the perfect shot. Smooth, controlled and powerful. Titleist, the clear number one ball in golf. FootJoy, the number one shoe and glove in golf. Better, when the greats bet, they bet with Better. Ping will help you play your best. And the Golf Clearance Outlet, who beat everyone's prices. Now, here's Nick and Mark.
G'day everybody, this is a Players' Championship preview. We're looking forward to the fifth major, Nicholas. Nice to see you.
You're calling it the fifth major,
I call it the fifth. Well, it's not the fifth major, but
come on.
It should be the fifth major. I love this week as much as any of the majors weeks.
It is a great week.
Maybe not as much as the Masters or Open week, but certainly as much as US Open or US PGA. I love the fact that we all know the holes. I love the fact that it tosses up quite a few different names as winners.
It does.
But there's one thing for sure. If you're not flushing it, you are not winning it. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
It's funny. I just wrote a blog for my website about the players and the 17th hole. We got the picture behind us about the first time I played the hole. And my memories of this tournament was I thought I should play well here. This course, you need to be accurate. Length certainly helps, but it's not the be-all.
It's not the longest course,
It's not the be-all, end-all. You can get it in firm conditions, it'd be great. But every time I went there, I just wasn't playing that great.
Right.
So it's just like it was an uphill battle. I never contended for the tournament, but I finished midfield, made a few cuts, and my first year was the weirdest one because it was one of those years where storms. I think it was in May sort of time period, and it was before they'd gone to the Bermuda grass.
That's right.
So it was a different type of grass there. So it was very soft.
Yeah.
And the storms always came in. There was a bit of wind this year. And I'd heard about, obviously, 17.
Yeah.
And anyway, I'm in the practice round and I walk across from the 16th green, walk over, get to the tee, and I think, no big deal. It's just a wedge, 9-iron, whatever it was. Green looks plenty big enough. Knocked it on the green. Didn't think much about it.
Right. Piece of cake.
Thursday rocks up. Walk off the 16th green. I'm not playing that great. I'm 3 over for the day. Yeah. And I start the walk, and then you begin to realise, this is one of the hardest walks in golf right here. Because you got the crowd everywhere and they're all egging you to hit it in the water, number one.
Yeah.
But if you start looking across, and I looked, it was a pretty windy day and I could see the waves sort of lapping up against the wooden sleepers next to the green. And as I get to the tee, I've gone, okay, hang on, who's shrunk the green overnight? Because this thing looks so small, and it looked as though the green was moving because of the water, just going back and forth, back and forth. But
that's a visual.
But one thing I can say is, of all my times playing the hole, I reckon I've probably played it 20 times. Never hit it in the water on 17.
You're a miracle man. So that's very good.
It wasn't my, I shot 76, bogeyed the last, but I shot 65 the next day. So I made the cut in my first time.
And then flushed it on Saturday.
I was in the middle of the field again. So anyway.
I played it once, and it was obviously just a social round for me. We were just showing people around. And I agree with you. I got the 17. It was a piece of cake. Knocked the wedge on. This lady, her name is V, and she listens to the podcast to this day, and V knocked her 5-wood on.
Fantastic.
And I've never seen a happier lady in my life than V. Anyway, I didn't feel like that was the hole. Standing on 18.
Yeah, tough tee shot.
Water all the way down the left. I mean,
especially as a left-hander, because it's like right in your visual. Righties, it's sort of behind you a little on the left.
Well, there's a very famous time when JT pulled the 3-wood. He was trying to draw it.
Slinger.
And because you pull it, it goes a little bit further. It just kept on going around. So the pull does help you on that hole, but the block for a lefty, it would have been a very difficult hole for you.
I think we did. What did we do? The top 3 hardest finishing holes or toughest the other day, and this was certainly in there because 16. Even though 16's a gettable par 5, it can play pretty tough. 17's just one of those holes where you go, my goodness. And if you're in the heat of a battle, I mean, Cam Smith. Remember the shot he hit there, right of the pin. I mean, that was a push by about 20 or 30 feet.
Yeah.
But hey, you take it all day long if it's dry.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you had, what was it, JJ Spawn last year against Rory?
Yeah, that's right. Rory hit a 9-iron. JJ saw that Rory hit a little 9-iron, and then he got his 8-iron out, and afterwards, he actually said that he was more likely saying get up, but it flew the green, and that was it for JJ last year. Now, they're the last 3 holes, and they're, the trophy holes that we all remember. But when I played it, I remember thinking to myself halfway around going, I love this place.
Yeah, it is good.
I really enjoy it because, Florida's pretty swampy, so you don't have many hills and stuff.
It's stadium golf.
It's the way it's designed. I felt like I was somewhere special. I felt like the attention to detail was incredible, and it needed to be because it was about $500 US to play. It was one of those sort of joints.
How was the condition? Because
the condition
I've heard it can be a bit scrappy when, not around tournament time.
Yeah, well, we got there just before the Masters, so we played it before the Masters. So we would have played it in very early April or very late March, and of course in that time of year in Florida, it's pretty beautiful. Actually,
nice, yeah.
You're coming out of winter.
Yeah.
It's what do they call it? Spring.
Spring.
Yeah, they call it. Autumn's fall. So you're playing in spring, and everything's new, and the ryegrass was up, and it was spectacular. Now, I always tell people it's the best Queensland course. If you've ever been to Queensland, play golf up there, it's a Queensland course, but to extreme levels. And I absolutely loved it. It's one of the great golf experiences I've ever had. But I will say this, you stand on the first tee and all you can think about is 17. You just it is just a countdown until you get to 17. Yeah.
And a few years ago, I think they had conditions where it was pumping. I mean, it was really blowing. And I've played it in those conditions. I remember hitting 6-iron one year into 17.
Yeah.
Imagine hitting a 6-iron into that.
No.
Because the wind was just, because the other thing there is, it's like a giant amphitheater and the wind swirls. It's almost going around in a bit of a circle.
You've got the, what do you call it, the corporate area.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not normal.
But JT hit one of these beautiful little flighted down 7-irons or whatever he hit. And everyone else was ballooning it into the water. It was carnage that day. And I hope we get at least one of the 4 days like it because it's fun to watch.
All right. Well, you've played there a number of times in tournaments. I have not. What sort of a golfer wins the Players' Championship?
Well, ball striking, number one, is so important.
Is it elevated more than normal?
I think so, because there's look, you can have off ball striking weeks on tour and still get it around. I mean, Akshay Bhatia, for example, at Bay Hill, he chipped and putted the lights out to win that golf tournament.
And still hit it quite well.
He still hit it nicely.
But the chipping and putting was the highlight.
Yeah, But if you flush it from tee to green around Sawgrass, you're going to give yourself a lot of good looks. The par fives are gettable.
Yep.
You can play a lot of stress-free golf. If you're not hitting it well, you're going to find a lot of penalty areas, and you're going to rack up a few penalty strokes.
They're not big greens, are they?
No,
they're not enormous.
Not huge.
Normal.
There's a couple of decent-sized ones, but I'd say they're probably below average in size.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let's have a quick look at the power rankings because I completely rate them. They've got access to all the stats.
They are good.
And they know what they're talking about.
So they've gone top 15.
Actually,
which way do you want to work?
Well, I'll go one.
Go one. Is that Scheffler?
No.
Oh, hang on.
They've got Colin Morikawa.
Oh, Morikawa. Well, that kind of makes sense because his ball striking is really good, and Scotty's so far this year hasn't been to his usual standards. You could say, especially the last couple of weeks.
With his victory drought over and his first child on the way, the 29-year-old is poised for a monster year, both professionally and personally. Tied, what does that say? 5th since winning
T7.
T7, 5th since winning the Pebble Beach, and he's hung.
Right, because he played well at Bay Hill.
Okay, so he's number one.
Number one. Oh, your boy.
Ludwig Aberg.
Ludwig's back. One good week and he's like second.
Jeez.
Well, Scotty Scheffler better be number 3, mate.
No, keep going. Keep going. Oh, where is he?
Siwoo Kim at number 3.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, he is a ball striker.
He has 7 top 15s worldwide in his last 9 starts. Ranked second, tee to green. So that makes sense. That's why the power rankings are good. Yeah. If he's ranked second, tee to green.
I think he's won a place.
Yeah, he has. He won at a very young age.
Yeah, he did. Number 4. Akshay. There you go. Well.
So still no Scheffler.
Still no Scheffler.
It says he tied 3rd here last year, so he's going to have good feelings and coming off a win.
Won. Yeah, fair call.
My God.
Sahith Theegala.
Just go ahead. Where is Scheffler?
Hang on. Keep going. But 9.
Oh, that is just a joke.
And Fleetwood at 10. Gosh.
Okay. That is ridiculous.
Rory's 7.
So Akshay, number 4. Sahith Theegala, number 5. ninth last year, basing it on. God, I've pumped up the power rankings. I'm not so sure why I pumped up the power rankings. Hideki at number 6. Rory McIlroy number 7. He won last year.
And he's
defending champ.
Depends on his back. Remember, he pulled out of Bay Hill.
So probably that's why he's gone up to number 7.
Yeah.
Minwoo Lee, number 8. We know he plays well. He played well at Bay Hill also, so I get that. Great.
And he's coming off good form too.
Why is Scott now? So Scott Scheffler at number 9. After pacing the tour in shots gained approach to the green in 2025, the 2-times Players Championship lost strokes to the field in that stat in his last 2 starts. Well, that hasn't happened at stops for which all courses used are measured since 2000.
So this is the strokes gained, stat I'm talking about. Approach to the green, tee to green.
We're basing it on 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Interesting. Okay.
I'd back Scotty Scheffler to come back and play quite well.
So would I.
At a golf course, at a tournament that he obviously covets.
Yeah.
All right, Fleetwood at 10. Sepp Straka at number 11. Good on you, Sepp.
Park the power rankings for a sec, because Mark, you said there you pumped them up.
I love them.
You pumped them up. You said they're great normally, and I know you love them because you always talk about them. But now you're saying maybe not quite so much. Who are you liking?
Well, I like Scotty Scheffler. I mean, how can you?
You always do, yeah.
You can't say no to him. I love Tommy as well, Tommy Fleetwood. I think Tommy Fleetwood's
and your boy
is made for him. And
Oberg.
Ludwig's just coming good at the right time. And usually, Ludwig, of his form waves, when he first turned pro, they were very shallow and they got a little bit steeper, and he's just coming off a bad where his form's starting to come up. But I would suggest, you know what it's like in golf. When you're playing bad, you never think you're ever going to play good again. And when you're playing good, you never think you're ever going to play bad again. It's one of those stupid games.
Yeah.
I've just got the feeling that it takes you a while to take advantage of your good play sometimes, and particularly the PGA Tour, because you've got to play extra special good to get a win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ludwig goes nuts this week.
Yeah. Well, if he carries that form over and he's all facets of his game looked really good at Bay Hill. He was putting nicely. Tee to green looked good. So
what about our Australians, Jason Day and Adam Scott? What do you think? Scotty's been playing pretty well.
Scotty's in good form, yeah. But Minwoo Lee, he just keeps trending. He's gone he's 6th last week at Bay Hill. He had a runner-up recently. Might have been tied for 12th the other week.
Has Jason Day won a Players Championship?
Yes.
Could you quickly look that up for me, Dan? I know, obviously, Adam Scott has. I think Scotty won it twice.
Have Scotty once, I think.
Yeah, well, Scotty definitely won it once, because I remember he hit it in the water on the last hole. He took a drop, chipped it on, and holed about a 15-footer for the win. That's a tough 15-footer too, because you would think it would break towards the water, but it never does. It breaks away from the water, and that's always hard to do. We're always so used to putts breaking towards the low point.
Okay, so
can you see Jason?
Scheffler's a 2-time winner, by the way.
Yeah.
So's Rory.
Yeah.
Okay. Jason Day, 2016.
There you go. So Jason Day's won it. Adam
Scotty won back in 2004.
Is he only one?
Only the one.
So Minwoo would be good to add to that
Cam
list.
Smith is the other Aussie. So,
and Steve Elkins. Steve Elkins won it twice.
Yeah.
Greg Norman.
Don't forget Craig Perks, the New Zealand.
Craig Perks, the New Zealand. What a win. Well, he had one putt in the last 3 holes to win.
That's exactly right.
2 chip-ins.
Yeah.
Am I being too harsh on Minwoo to say that he plays very well Thursdays, Fridays, but sometimes on the weekend he falls away a little?
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
Remember,
I don't think it's harsh. I think it's accurate.
Remember, we did the episode with Richie Smith, and he spoke about Minwoo and hitting the high ball flight.
And this in this tournament,
and he was leading this tournament after 2 rounds, and I think the Saturday got really windy, which kind of blew him out of the water. Now
he's trying to hit it high on a windy day,
but I think his irons are just getting better and better. So anyway.
Oh, I think he's a more mature player these days. Yeah. And I think, sometimes.
But he is still streaky. So just if he can tone that down, it'd be good.
Well, at a golf, look, if he drives well, he's got a huge advantage at Sawgrass. A huge advantage.
Dark horse. Who's a darkie?
Well, the dark horse, I think I'm going to look at Adam Scott as a dark horse. I think he's shown that he is in a nice little, what would you call it? He's in a very happy place in golf at the moment.
He is.
And he just needs some putts to drop early on Thursday or Friday, and he'll be there somewhere.
Yeah, yep.
So I think Scotty's my dark horse. Jason Day, I don't know. What's he doing? He always looks like he's playing well, but doesn't always It doesn't always look like it when you look at the scores.
Nick, your dark horse suggestion a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, was very, very...
It was good. Yeah. That was Pot Heater. Yeah, that's right.
He played terrible last week.
I mean, I got a couple in mind that are really not dark horses but then you look at the finish. For example, I think this course would suit Shane Lowry really well. But, he played well a couple of weeks ago at the Cognizant, but I think he missed the cut at Bay Hill. Yeah. So his odds probably went right out. Yeah, he may be a good dark horse. Another one who I think always seems to play well in the big events, Cameron Young. I like him. Yeah. The American. But again, he's not much of a dark horse. He's one of the top players, obviously. So.
There won't be a great deal of respect for him as far as the odds are concerned. No. They'll still be pretty liberal with their odds, I imagine.
I'd be curious to know how Corey Connors plays around here as well, because he is, from tee to green, one of the best.
Look, I've got a few ideas. Let's take a quick break, and I'll see you on the 10th tee.
All right.
What I'm working on in my swing at the moment is being able to sync my lower body to my upper body on the way down. The Hyperflex shoe offers the stability and comfort that I'm looking for in my golf swing. Golf shoes are a huge part of golf equipment, especially when I'm working with the longer clubs like 3-wood and driver. I'm really able to go to another gear and know that I'm going to be supported. My name is Elvis Smiley and these are my FJs.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
From Titleist and FootJoy headquarters, this is Talk Birdie to Me. We're here for BMW, luxury and comfort for the 19th hole. Host Plus, the official retirement partner of Talk Birdie to Me. The golf clearance outlet, they beat everyone's prices. Ping will help you play your best. And better, ahead of the game. Now for Titleist, the number one ball in golf, and FootJoy, the number one shoe and glove in golf. Here's Nick and Mark.
All right, welcome back. I've got a few ideas.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind, normally we're doing top 10s and top 20s and who missed the cut and blah, 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 blah. Why don't we just do a little bit of Ryder Cup head-to-head style and see whether Hummer will put that together for us.
The Ryder Cup, then you're going to be just Americans and Europeans.
That's right.
Okay.
So, for instance, our favourite, Scheffler, if we put him against Rory McIlroy, I mean, that's
head-to-head.
That's head-to-head. That is the heavyweight championship of the Players' Championship.
Wouldn't you love to see that at the Ryder Cup, by the way?
Yes, that would be huge.
Power rankings have Rory ahead of Scotty, though.
So our power
rankings
suggest that
Scotty.
Scheffler would beat Rory at this.
All right.
Probably 3 out. If they played 5, he'd win 3.
Put that one down.
Okay. So Scheffler to beat Rory McIlroy. I love Tommy Fleetwood, but the rankings love Morikawa at number 1. The power rankings at number 1. I think Tommy would beat Morikawa at this course a lot.
Yeah, I would agree. Tommy's one of the best ball strikers out there. So is Morikawa. Morikawa is coming in with good form. Tommy, not so much. But I still, hey, it's Tommy.
It's Tommy.
It's Tommy. He's
he's
lad.
A flusher.
Yeah, put it there. Right. Give it to him.
So I think Tommy will beat Morikawa.
Yeah. So we've got USA 1, Europe 1.
That's right. But now that Ludwig is starting a little mini comeback, I think Chris Goddard is leading the FedEx Cup, isn't he? Or he's either 1 or 2. He's right up there.
He's probably up there, yeah. I haven't looked.
So the Americans would probably fancy Goddard to take on anybody the way he's been playing this year. But I think Ludwig Aubert.
Old school American golf swing versus the modern day European golfer.
That's right.
There.
That is right. So, Dan, I'm not sure where Hummer is sunning himself at the moment. He'd be at some beach somewhere just having another week off. But if we put to him Scheffler to beat Rory head-to-head, into Tommy Fleetwood to beat Morikawa head-to-head, into Ludwig Aubert to beat Chris Goddard head-to-head.
Yep. Text sent. I've sent the text.
Text sent.
We
should do more of this, actually, head-to-head. I like the head-to-heads. at golf courses that suit different players.
I used to do that actually back in the day, didn't I?
Can I tell you my head-to-head story where my caddy took full advantage? Have I told you this story before?
Well, that's the caddies are the one back in the day who people should have spoken to because they know their players.
It must have been mid-90s. I'm playing with Craig Parry in the last round, and back in the mid-90s...
Which tournament?
The Australian Masters.
Australian Masters, okay.
Right. So they used to have the TAB. Not better. They should have had a better one, but they had the TAB truck there.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm walking out my front door, which used to be on the 16th tee at Huntingdale, and I've got the clubs over one shoulder. And as I've reached back to pull the door shut, my brother pushed the door shut. I've turned around and my elbow has hit the big door knocker on the front. Now, I swear to God, I've never had more pain in my entire life. It just hit the sweet spot.
Ooh, dead arm.
So I get down there on the driving range. I can't make contact with the golf ball. Like I can't. I don't know what to do. And it's one of those points in my career where I desperately needed the cash as well. So I can't pull out. Yeah. I need the cash. Anyway,
your caddy knows this.
I finished my caddy knew this. So I finished the warm up, and believe me, I was not warm. No. I was anything but warm. And normally, I don't know what you used to do, but my caddy used to feed the balls back to me on the putting green.
Yeah.
Anyway,
can't find him.
He's not. I can't find him anywhere. Then I look up and I see him coming this way. It's Tommy, his name was, and he's waving a ticket. And I'm going, "What the hell have you done?" He goes, "Craig Parry was $1.65 to beat you head to head." I said, "How much you put on?" He goes, $1,000. I said, "You bastard." Anyway, I shot 76. Parry shot 66. It was the easiest $650 that my caddy has ever made in his entire life.
Yeah.
So head to heads, if you're armed with the right information,
well,
not everyone's got that sort of information.
I will say there's a fair bit dodgy about that.
It's a bit inside.
I shot 40-36. It was a miracle I shot 36 on the back nine. A miracle.
Heard back from Hummer, by the way.
What's
he has texted back saying, yes, we'll work on the odds, but they'll be good. But yes, I'll frame that up for you. That'll be a better specialist. Right. Don't know where it's going to land, but we know Hummer, and it'll be pretty good.
All right. Beauty. He must be selling himself somewhere, the bugger. God, he's got the best life. Just to dress it up in that stupid goat suit and look where he is.
So go to the BetR website or download the app and look under BetR specials for the Talk Birdie special. You will see it there.
Beautiful. Yeah. All right, folks. Good luck this week, and we'll catch you next time.
Talk Birdie to Me with Nick O'Hearn and Mark Allen. Live from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters. Titleist, the #1 ball in golf. FootJoy, the #1 shoe and glove in golf. The Golf Clearance Outlet, they beat everyone's prices. BMW, luxury and comfort for the 19th hole. Better, ahead of the game. Ping will help you play your best. And Host Plus, they can help you drive your retirement further. Now that's a plus. Issued by Host Plus Pty Limited. This is general advice. Consider the PDS and TMD on our website before deciding. Wherever you listen or watch, we'd love you to subscribe and share the pod with a friend. Talk Birdie to Me's executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media. Sound design by Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. And now from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters, that's been Talk Birdie to Me.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.